Good evening. So let's discuss the quiz. So let's write the name first, then the mobile number. So the question number one. Even if you know the answer, right answer, you can unmute yourself. But please make sure should not be any sound from your surrounding, from your home. So the question number one, where is the superior sagittal sinus is located? What is the right answer?
Along the
Along the
falx
falx
cerebri.
cerebri. Along the falx cerebri.
So along the falx cerebri, we have discussed yesterday, there is a falx cerebri, there is a membrane, and above that we have superior sagittal sinus. Question number two. Which vein primarily drain into inferior sagittal sinus?
Sir, this question is not clear.
Okay, if you remember, I told you that there are two veins.
It is great cerebral vein.
I will tell you. Give me one. So not an issue if this answer is wrong. Maybe there might be a little bit confusion. So now focus here. So this is the inferior sagittal sinus. Okay. So there's the inferior sagittal sinus here. There's the front side and the back side. Then I told you inferior sagittal sinus is meeting with a straight sinus. And one vein that I told you that vein is also going in the straight sinus. The name of that vein of Galen, if you remember, vein of. So actually this vein is meeting in the inferior sagittal sinus, then both together going in the straight sinus. Vein of Galen is very much important because it's bringing blood from the deeper part of the brain. So there's the vein of Galen who is coming in the inferior sagittal sinus, then both together is draining in the straight sinus. Okay. So if we look at the quiz here, which vein primarily drain into the inferior sagittal sinus? So the answer will be
Great cerebral vein of
great
Galen.
cerebral vein or the vein of Galen. Okay. Question number 3. Where does the superior sagittal sinus drain? Superior sagittal sinus कहाँ पर drain होता है? What is the right?
Confluence of sinus.
Confluence of sinuses.
So the answer will be the confluence of the sinus meeting point of the sinus. Right. Inferior sagittal sinus is located along the which structure?
Flex, lower edge of the flex brain. C.
Lower edge of the.
So inferior sagittal sinus is at the lower edge of the falx cerebri. Good. Question number 5. What is the anatomical landmark where coronal suture meet with the sagittal suture?
Bregma.
Bregma.
So the answer will be bregma. Okay, you remember? So there's a coronal suture and there's a sagittal suture meeting here. That is a bregma. Question number 6. Which suture separate the left and the right
Sagittal.
parietal bone?
Sagittal suture.
So sagittal suture is separating the right parietal bone with the left parietal bone. Question number 7. The lambda is the junction of
Sagittal lamboid.
Sagittal and
lamboid.
Lambdoid.
So lambda is the junction of two sutures. Okay, let's see this image. If you're going on the back side, this is the sagittal suture
Lambdoid suture.
and this is the lambdoid suture. And the junction of both, that is a
Lambda.
lambda. So lambda is the place where we are keeping sikha or choti or the hair. Okay. So the lambda is the junction of sagittal and the lambdoid. Question number 8. Where the EOP or the external occipital protuberance is located.
Occipital bone.
Occipital bone.
On the occipital bone,
So on the occipital bone, the name itself is occipital protuberance. It's located on the occipital bone, on the back side. Question number 9. Blood from the cavernous sinus can drain directly into the which of the following?
The superior and
superior
inferior
and inferior
petrosal sinus.
petrosal sinuses.
So we have discussed from the cavernous sinus, one is the superior petrosal sinus, one is the inferior petrosal sinus is going and then going further. So the answer will be superior and inferior petrosal sinus. Question number 10. The superior petrosal sinus connect the cavernous sinus to which structure?
Transverse sinus.
Transverse sinus.
Yes. So you can see again this image here. So this is a superior sagittal sinus. Okay. What is the question? Let's see the question. The superior petrosal sinus connect the cavernous sinus. Okay. So now we can see this is the cavernous sinus. Okay, cavernous sinus on the back side of the eyes. From there, the two structures, superior petrosal sinus, the inferior petrosal sinus is going. The inferior petrosal sinus directly going in the jugular vein.
Internal jugular vein.
Yes. But the superior petrosal sinus is going in the transverse, then this S-shaped sigmoid. Okay? Then it's going in the internal jugular vein. So there are different routes. Okay. Superior sagittal sinus, transverse sinus, then the sigmoid sinus. So the answer will be the superior petrosal sinus connect the cavernous sinus to which structure? So the answer will be transverse sinus. Question number next. The inferior petrosal sinus directly drain into which major vein?
Inferior petrosal
Internal jugular.
Interior jugular vein.
So this is directly exiting and going in the internal jugular vein. That is the inferior petrosal sinus. Question number 12. Which venous sinus directly drain into the internal jugular vein?
Ophthalmic.
Which one?
Ophthalmic vein.
Ophthalmic vein.
Inferior petrosal.
Ophthalmic vein option is not there.
Oh, sorry, the previous one, inferior petrosal sinus.
So which venous sinus directly drain into the
B1.
Oh,
in the same
B.
B, inferior petrosal sinus directly going in the internal jugular vein. Question number 13. Which of the following veins can allow infection from phase 2 spread to the cavernous sinus?
C.
C.
Ophthalmic vein.
Ophthalmic.
So ophthalmic vein, suppose someone is having some infection on the face or near the eyes, then through the ophthalmic vein, it will reach to the cavernous sinus. So there might be some problem in the cavernous sinus. So the ophthalmic vein can carry the inflammation to the cavernous sinus. Question number 14. The confluence of sinus is the meeting point of which major venous sinuses?
A. Superior sagittal.
On the cavernous
Superior
sinus,
sagittal,
the sagittal,
sigmoid, and inferior petrosal.
Transverse
B.
and occipital.
transverse, occipital meeting. So I will show you one image.
B.
Let's see this image. So this is the confluence of sinus. See, this is the coming superior sagittal sinus. This is coming inferior. This is coming straight sinus. We can see straight sinus. Okay.
And sigmoid sinus.
This is coming transverse sinus on the both side, transverse sinus.
Mhm.
On the bottom, we are having occipital sinus, which is supplying the occiput area. So there's a meeting point of 1. There's a 4-5 structure. So let's see here what the question here. So the answer will be
E.
superior sagittal straight sinus, transverse sinus, occipital sinus. Question number 15. Where is the superior sagittal sinus is located?
Along the falx cerebri.
Along the falx cerebri.
Along the falx cerebri, above the falx cerebri, along the falx cerebri. Question number 16. The inferior sagittal sinus drain into the which major venous sinus?
Straight sinus.
So inferior sagittal sinus drain into which major sinus?
Straight sinus.
So
Straight
the
sinus.
straight sinus. Question number 17. Which is the metopic suture? Where is the metopic suture found?
Between two frontal bones.
Between the two frontal bones.
So between the two frontal bones. Good. The confluence of sinus is located near the which part of the skull?
The internal occipital
Internal
protrusion.
Internal occipital protuberance.
So on the back side, we are having internal occipital protuberance. All the other structure are not on the back side. So answer will be C. Question number 19. What are the key difference between the superior and the inferior sagittal sinus in the term of their drainage pathway? What are the difference between superior and inferior sagittal sinus?
A.
B.
So the superior sagittal sinus drain into the confluence of sinus,
Sinus. While
or the
the
inferior sagittal sinus drain into the straight sinus.
yes.
Answer B. Question number 20. Which of the following bone does not contribute to the information of Bregman?
Occipital.
Occipital.
Frontal bone, occipital bone, parietal bone, none of those. So occipital bone is
Occipital.
not contributing in the formation of Bregman.
The 19th one, you said it's right. 19th one.
19.
What is the answer for?
Superior sagittal
Please
sinus.
explain, please.
Okay, you tell me superior sagittal sinus is meeting in the confluence of sinus? Okay, I will show you in this image. Let's see. So first we're talking about the superior sagittal sinus. This is a superior sagittal sinus. It is reaching to the confluence of sinus. Okay, this is the right. Then the inferior sagittal sinus. It is going to the straight sinus. It is the same thing is written. Straight sinus. So what is the written here? See,
Okay, sir.
superior sagittal sinus drain into the confluence, and the inferior sagittal sinus drain into the straight sinus. Okay, done. Over. So how many corrected? How many person having more than 50 corrected? 50.
Sir, I got 95.
95. So more than 50 corrected? 50? You're a genius. Okay. Okay, we are
I
about
got 90, sir.
90. So nice.
90, sir.
Wow, so nice. 90. If you are your question right more than 15 means you are going in the very right pathway. And if your answer is less than 15 means you have not seen the videos or you have not attended the class.
Sir, only second question was not clear.
Okay. So no problem. You can see the video and I think that time will be clear. Maybe you have missed some classes or some video, right? Which portion is not clear?
The great cerebral vein of Galen.
I told you just one problem. I told you that sorry, the vein of Galen, bringing the blood from
You
the
mentioned it today.
and entering in the infrasagittal sinus. Okay, we will discuss this thing during the pathology. Right now, we are just developing little imagination and all. So now you know what is suprasagittal sinus, what is infrasagittal sinus, you know what is the straight sinus, what is the transverse sinus. You know these all things, no?
Yes.
All the osteopathy students knows these things very perfectly because they are keeping the hand on the cranium and they are manipulating these sinuses. They are draining the sinus with the different techniques. They are clearing the sinus. They are sending blood from here to there very gently, very smoothly, like the baby touch, and it's happening. So we have to now. We have discussed still little anatomy left. Okay. First I thought little anatomy, then little cranial osteopathy, little anatomy, little cranial osteopathy. Then I thought, if you want to learn in a really very deeper way, then you should have very clarity of the anatomy. Okay, this is the skin, then the skull, then we are having 3 layers, dura mater and all. Then we are having brain. Still you don't know what is CSF, how it's working, and what is ventricles, how they are forming the CSF. Still there are lots of things we have to discuss. Okay, the treatment of ventricle. So now we will be discussing in the next class. Okay, free class over today. The purpose of free class is to make you understand that you are able to understand. See, this is a very difficult part. It's not easy. Even the medical students are reading one time, even they are forgetting very fast. But here, the many persons, some are medicos, some are non-medicos. If you are taking more time to understand, it's a natural. And even when I read first time, now I was not able to understand anything. Then I read 3 times. Then third time I could do some imagination and all, right? It's a very natural. If the person has missed some class, then definitely he can't do quiz. So those who has missed the classes, they can go through with all the videos from, they will be posting total 10 videos. Okay. From Monday onwards, class will be only for enrolled participants. We already made the final group and we already have enrolled participants there. So from Monday onwards, we will be doing this class for premium group participants and the enrolled participants. Okay. Other participant can enjoy and see the videos again. So we will not remove the videos because I thought to remove the video, but will not remove the video at least this week, at least till the Sunday. After Sunday, you will not find any video. Okay, so you are having Thursday, Friday, means free video will not find. Then video will be available only for enrolled participants in the group. So other person can see the video, can make the notes, and definitely it will be helpful. So thank you so much. Now let's close the session and see you in the next class. Good night.
Thank you, sir.